Today I'm talking about 3 recent anime films, all recommended by this really talented artist. I recently met them at C2E2 and had a very enjoyable conversation with them about our dreams in filmmaking. And so I am going to talk about 3 movies that they recommended. And the names of the 3 films that I am talking about today are Josee, the Tiger and the Fish, Ride Your Wave, and A Whisker Away. Oh, that's dope is Josee, the Tiger and the Fish. This is a 2020 Japanese film, and the basic premise is it's basically just like a cute little romantic movie, but one of the characters is kind of struggling with some stuff. I'm gonna be vague because it's a few different things. It's not just one thing. And it's really, really cute and adorable. I really love the art style and the character design of everyone. I also like the characterization of the main characters in particular, but all of the characters really. But the most would be Josee. I think she was really adorable and I could relate to her. Not that I was ever like as incredibly awkward as she is at times, but I definitely have known and dated people who were very similar to her level of awkwardness and like bashfulness and stuff. So that was just really, really fun. I don't know, I definitely got swept up in like the romance of it and the cuteness of it, especially because like it's a relationship built more on friendship and camaraderie and just working together rather than just like, oh, you're hot, I'm hot, we should date. And the other person's like, yeah, no, it's not like that. I did really like this movie. I definitely like this movie and would recommend it. I would say though, it got a little melodramatic at times. And there's a plot point that I wouldn't have gone that way. I think it's the turn into the 3rd act. I don't think that was the best choice to take the story on, but it still ended in a good place, and like the charm of the rest of the story, it didn't really bring it down much at all. So yes, I really enjoyed this movie and definitely without a doubt would recommend it. Like even with my little kind of gripe with those couple of things, like it's still definitely a really good time, totally worth a watch. Next up is Ride Your Wave. This is a 2019 Japanese film, and the basic premise is a surfer and a firefighter fall in love. That's really just the beginning of the movie, and I can't say what the rest of the movie's about because it's a big spoiler. So I will say there is more to this movie than just that, but I can't get into it without kind of ruining the first like 25 minutes. So yes. Now, I was not a fan of this animation style or the character designs. I don't know how to describe it. It's just not my taste. It's kind of like Lupin the Third-esque in kind of like the loosey-goosey sense. That's never worked well for me. I know other people like it and that's totally fine, but just it's not my taste. I did find the story interesting, breaking it down to like plot beats and stuff. I liked all of that. I wasn't too impressed though with the main actors, so that kind of didn't let me get sucked in all the way. And then on top of that, I kind of feel like the movie was a bit stretched out. That honestly, if this would have been a bit shorter, for all the plot beats that they have, which I said are good, there's not enough stuff in between them to properly fill it out, and I think I would have enjoyed it a lot more had it moved at a faster pace, basically. But it was still good and interesting. It didn't quite work the best for me. Would I recommend it? No. I think there's other anime films that are much better and more interesting. Like, this isn't bad by any means, but there's just so much stuff that's a lot better in the same genre that I wouldn't really recommend it. So yeah, it's fine, but yeah. And lastly is A Whisker Away. This is a 2020 anime film, and the basic premise is this like 12 or 13-year-old girl isn't happy in life, but has a big old crush on some boy. And so she one day stumbles across this magical cat that gives her a mask that lets her turn into a cat whenever she puts on the mask, and uses that to get close to the boy. This movie was something else. So my issues with this movie are more so that it's a very dramatic love story about teenagers, and like they're having this like be the end-all be-all love, like their love to the other person is the solution to all of their life problems. And like it's true that like 12-year-olds can act like that, but then it feels like the movie solidifies those feelings that like, I'll spoil it, the day is saved by the boy. And it's like that's the wrong ending for this movie. What this story should have done, they set it up great, because the girl, the main character, character. Her parents are divorced, so she has abandonment issues with her mom. And then she has like constant conflict with her new stepmom. And so where this story should have gone is she thinks the solution to all of her issues is pretty boy that she's obsessed with, like literally stalker level. Like it's really creepy the level of intensity she has for this boy who very clearly has no interest in her. Like that's also an element of this that I don't like at all. She gets called a stalker, rightfully so. Like it is so messed up the things that she does. But the solution, like when she gets the big peril at the end of the film, it shouldn't have been the boy coming to save her. It should have been one of her parental figures, probably the stepmom, and that would have helped build and fix their relationship. Because like she's 12 years old. It's okay for the parents to still save you because you're a child. So yeah, it shouldn't have been about validating a creepy stalker 12-year-old's way too extreme emotions for another person. It should have been rebuilding a relationship or building a relationship with a parental figure. I still put this in the liked section. It's definitely at the bottom of the liked section because I do think it's interesting and I like the animation style. I think the cats are really cute and it's okay. It's just like, it just went in such a wrong direction. So would I recommend this movie? No, I would not. Even if you really like cats. I don't think the cats are worth it. Alrighty, now for today's rankings. First up, we got Josee the Tiger and the Fish sitting at number 123 in the really like section. And then after that is Ride Your Wave sitting at number 68 in the liked section. And then bringing up the rear is A Whisker Away sitting at number 71, also in the liked section. And this is a total of 87 old movies so far this year.